Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Uzaru Jirambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And with the part 2 of the 300 million download celebration just being released, there's a lot of new stuff that has been released, so if you haven't gone in the game, check that out. But today, I'm going to be showing you in real time how to unlock the Extreme Z area, is what they're calling it, for the Exchange Goku Gohan and Exchange Vegeta Trunks. So anyway, we're starting out here. So this Androids in Action, you have to beat. You can see here I've got both difficulties beat there on all those stages. I haven't quite rainbowed out the Vegeta yet, but you can see that all of the stages are done there. And then they've added some new stages. This is for the Strength Father-Son Kamehameha Gohan, so we don't have to do anything on that. But you go in here and you can see that they've added new stages, but I've got all this done. I believe Stage 6 was the most recent one, and then with the Part 2 they released 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to beat the last stage here and show you just what it looks like to unlock the Extreme Z area. Let's go ahead and jump on in here. Ooh, very nice. Try to pick up these gold hoi pois as much as possible. And we're going to be able to get the next one too. Really nice. Sorry to beat them all on Z hard because, I don't know, I was just running through here last night. But I wanted to show you guys what it looked like to get the final bit here. And as you can see, I usually didn't use him, but now I've obviously got him on the team just for kicks and giggles. I've got the new, the old Gohan that's going to get the Extreme Z Awakening here soon. But what better way to finish it off than to send Cell home with the Father-Son Kamehameha. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this Extreme Z area unlocked. After all the stages I just showed you were complete, both difficulties, you will get the new challenge event to pop up. So there you go. We'll go over to event. And it's not in the Extreme Z battle area over here. Alright, so I went in and stopped recording that last video, and I'm getting a new video started because I actually did go and rainbow and awaken my Vegeta Trunks exchange unit because they are required to take on the event. Now, mind you, they don't have to be rainbowed, they just have to be awakened. But I strongly suggest rainbowing all the free-to-play characters that you can get and putting some hidden potential investment into some of the characters we'll go over here in a little bit, because you do have a very limited pool of characters you can bring with you. And we'll go over team composition here in a little bit. But anyway, you can see I've put here up on the screen, shout out to DBZ Dokkan Battle Fandom.com wiki for the images provided. But you can see here that there is a level 1 and a level 2. Level 1 having Vegeta and Trunks on Z Hard and Super difficulty respectively. And level 2, Goku, Gohan, Z Hard and Super respectively. Now, the characters that you're trying to get the Extreme Z Awaken medals for are on their respective levels. So Vegeta and Trunks on level 1, Goku, Gohan on level 2. The Z Hard difficulty is not too bad, but the Super difficulty actually can be a little bit challenging, and unlike the other Extreme Z Awakening medals that you can get, this one requires stamina, and a lot of it at that. So at Super difficulty coming in 25 stamina each time, you want to make sure that you go through these and you win them every time. You want to make sure you waste as little stamina as possible. And I'll tell you what, I've been playing around the team comps a little bit. I've got the right team composition down, and beforehand I actually lost on Super difficulty a couple times, and I don't want that to happen to you guys. So anyway, before we jump into the actual team composition, you can see here that they posted up the medals that you can get from each event. So it's a little bit different. Obviously, this is a new thing that they're doing with Extreme Z Awakenings. I don't know if they'll continue doing in the future, but this is the first they've done this one. But anyway, on Z Hard difficulty, well, okay, so on Z Hard and Super difficulty both, I'll start with this. There's a Y in the road, there's a left path and a right path. The left path on Z Hard will get you the bronze medals, and the right path will get you silver medals, while on Super, the left path will get you gold medals, and the right path will get you rainbow medals. And on both Z-Heart and Super, there is a chance for the question mark tile, which will give you 10 of the rainbow or the silver medals. I know it only shows the rainbow medals here, but I did have it pop up one of the times I was doing the Z-Hard difficulty. But anyway, yeah, so make sure, again, it takes a lot of stamina to use these, so make sure you're counting the medals that you need before you go in and kind of keep a mental track on that so you don't go in and accidentally grab the wrong medals and run out of stamina before you can get these guys done. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and we'll jump in here and we'll take a look at some of the team stuff. So the only friend unit you can take, no matter what, is this special extreme int cell, but he has a decent leader skill. He actually has the best leader skill out of all the units you can bring in because it is an all types boost. Now mind you, it's only key +2, HP attack defense plus 50%, but it's enough to do the trick. So real quick, let me jump in here, and these 4 units, you have to have them with you. Now, again, you don't have to have them rainbowed, but I recommend strongly rainbowing at least these 3 units because they are able to be grinded out. And then this Android 18 can be picked up from the Baba Shop and awakened with one of the new Android events that was released. But anyway, besides those 3 units, I want, if you don't have this guy, you can use a couple of other people, but if you have him, use him for your lead. Like I said, with the special friend unit you can bring in, definitely worthwhile with the 50%. If you have the LR androids, you can use them as well. They give a key boost +4 for all types, but they don't give you any attack defense. The only other leader that's really worthwhile is this Rage Strength Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, because if you look through all the rest of these guys, they do specific categories, and they don't give you a boost to all units. So if you have the Cell, use him first, and then if you don't have him, you can use the Strength Gohan or the LR androids. But anyway, and the other guy that I like to bring in is the Strength Gohan because he links well. He does get to benefit off of the Exchange Goku Gohan because if you can see in his passive here, he gives a 20% attack and defense boost to Goku's family category allies. So everybody else doesn't really get to take that. If you don't have that Gohan and you can take in some more androids, they can also benefit from the passive on the Android 18, which is an 18% attack defense boost per android's category ally. And also she gives key +2 to everybody, attack and defense plus 18% to everybody, and then androids category allies get an additional attack and defense 18%. Anyway, I've been rambling long enough. So this is the team that I highly recommend. And like I said, potential investment and rainbow out as many of these guys as you can. You can't use support items. And if things end up in the wrong spot, you can end up getting your butt whooped pretty quick. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump in and we'll talk some more about the units as we go along. So here we are in the super difficulty. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging. If you can take this on, you'll be able to get the Z-Hard. So obviously we're going to go ahead and grab that. So that is going to be 10 medals of the gold variety. We're going to go ahead and pick up these rainbow medals over here. And you should only have to run through this a couple times because it gives so many awakening medals. But anyway, yeah, let's see what we got here. So, if you haven't looked at the Yardrat Goku yet, he has a really special passive where if he's in the first slot, he gets a high chance to evade regular and super attacks, but if you put him in the second or third slot, his damage received is -59%, and then also he counters the enemy as well. And also his super attack does stun, which is a nice little tidbit of information. But I'm going to go ahead and put him in that third slot, and you'll see why here in a second. As you can see, you're going to have key link issues, and you know what? The Cell is pretty tanky because he does have attack and defense plus 90%. So I'm just going to keep him there. Unfortunately, we're not going to be... It doesn't look like we're going to be able to super attack with anybody, really. But the counters we'll have with the Goku will be super helpful. So this is really the main challenge to this event, is the fact that you can't bring a team that you can build and have the max attack and defense HP boost, you're going to have to just do with what they give you. So as you can see there, that cell took quite a bit of damage, but he does recover HP when the turn starts. If you have less than 30% HP, he recovers 20%, so not too bad. You can see that Yard Rat Goku sitting in the third slot, not taking a lot of damage because of the damage reduction, and also he's countering, so he is super helpful. Really recommend rainbowing him out if you haven't done that yet. He is probably the MVP to this event, especially when you go into the tech event as well. He is really good for that. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll make it so they can all link up here. Pick up some orbs to see if we can't heal a little bit. Doesn't look like we're going to get too much. I'm going to save those for the Goku Gohan if possible. Alright, so you can see we're getting pretty low down here on health. Some of the times your guys will land in the wrong spot and this Trunks will put a beating on them. But if we can make it to next turn, we'll get a little bit of some healing from the cells, and then we will also be able to, we should be able to transform or do the active ability of the exchange unit. Very nice. So that you can see we got some HP back, so that's really nice. And now the cool thing is with Gohan, when you do transform, he gives you attack and defense 60%, and then also he gets another 50% if you have Android / Cell Saga enemy, which these all will. So he has 110% attack and defense boost right now, so he's doing really well. So we'll kind of see what he can do there with that super attack. And for the Trunks, if we make it to next turn, we'll see that we'll get the active ability, the exchange off there as well. And when you exchange to Trunks, he starts out with attack and defense, 120% boost, and then each turn that passes, you get a negative, it takes away 10%, but it doesn't go more than 80%. So you can see here, he's kind of kicking our butt, but we'll go ahead and get this Trunks going, and you'll see that he's going to be dishing out a decent amount of damage, and also we're going to put him in the second slot with the Yard Rat Goku in the third slot, because those two will be our tanks now. We're going to go ahead and do that. Get a little bit of healing there. And Goku should be able to finish him off in that last slot. So yeah, the regular passive for the exchange Vegeta and Trunks, so they give attack and defense, or they have attack and defense plus 70%. The exchange Goku Gohan, they give Goku's family allies attack and defense plus 20%. So you can see there, he dealt out a good chunk of damage. So really and honestly, once you get the exchange off for your units, they really start dealing some damage. And until then, you want to put that Yard Rat Goku, if you're having a lot of attacks in that first slot, put him there, because he has that high chance to evade. Otherwise, put him in a second and third slot to really mitigate a lot of the damage that you're going to be taking. And then you're going to be able to pretty much tank with the Cell, and everybody else shouldn't take too much damage as long as you don't get super attacked. So anyway, we'll go ahead and jump into the second stage here, which is going to be the Gohan for the super difficulty, and I'll show you how that works.
Alright, let's do this.
So the good thing for this stage is the fact that Gohan is tech type, so you do have 3 units who do have type advantage against him, so that's really nice there. But yeah, obviously if these guys super attack in the wrong spots and get the wrong units, you can still lose it. So don't let them catch you off guard. We're going to go ahead and we're going to throw the Yard Rat Goku here on the back end of this, because he does a pretty good job against this Gohan. Obviously his super attack can get a stun off, and he gets the counters in the second and third slot, so you can help really put some damage out with him if you put him in the right spot there. Alright. Gonna get super attacked in the second slot there. Hopefully not take too much damage. 57,000, not too bad. Alright, we aren't gonna get the stun off, but we are gonna get plenty of counters here. Get some extra damage. Alright. Pretty cool looking counter animation there as well, if you ask me. Alright, we'll go ahead and put Cell in front to help soak up some of that damage. And go ahead and get the super attack off with these two. Hopefully we can dish some a decent amount of damage back at him here. Alright, not too bad. Alright. And we're not going to be able to finish it off quite yet. We are getting super attacked in that last slot as well. Alright, we are hanging on. You can see that Cell gave us a little bit of that healing in his passive. We're going to go ahead and do the swap to the Gohan here. And he should be tanking fairly decent here at the start. And hopefully we should be able to get the super attack off here. And yeah, we'll keep them there. Go ahead and do that. And we should be able to finish him off, no problem. Alright, and there you have it. So stage 2 there, you can also see got pretty close to, we got pretty low health there as well, but we were able to pull off the win. Like I say, just be careful where you're setting your units, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem here, especially if you have your units rainbowed for the free-to-play units that you can get. You shouldn't have any problems. So, anyway, that's the video today. Hopefully you guys were able to pick up some useful and helpful information from the video. Go ahead and drop a like if you're new to the channel. Please subscribe. We got a lot of content coming on the way. New Super Battle Road videos, plenty more videos with the Part 2 celebration, including some summon videos more than likely. And yeah, appreciate you checking out the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.